Hey guys, this is Kenny from the Level With You channel. Just here to let you guys know if you guys want to come chat with us, we got a Discord server up and running. Link is in the description below. You could give us some feedback, ask us questions, just interact with us, or in general. You can also find us on social media platforms. Instagram, we're LVL With You. Twitter, we're Level With You. And on Facebook, you could search Level With You. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Stay level.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to the Level With You show. This is episode 23?
22.
22! Getting ahead of myself 1 week. I'm hosting this week as Wiley's still on vacation and on a honeymoon vacation before his wedding. Congratulations. We miss you dearly. Please come back to us. We're falling apart. I'm joined today by my two co-hosts, Tyler Hadley.
Hey, I'm on camera again.
He is. That's a streak. 2 in a row. I don't know if we'll get this lucky again. Hopefully we will.
If you want to see more of me, let everyone know.
That's true. Let in the comments. You want to see more Tyler? We can get a cardboard cutout. I was telling him before the show.
Yeah, I can be in the background over here.
We could. We got me dropped from the ceiling like a puppet.
Yep.
And Kenny Castro.
Hey guys, it could be like Survivor. We could vote somebody off the island.
You got to go sit in the corner this week.
Gotta go sit behind the lens.
You're a bad boy. Well, welcome. You can check us out on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, and Podcast Addict as well. We also have a Discord server, which I'm sure was mentioned in the intro if you'd like to join it. Link down below in the description of the video. Come on, hang out with us. We talk about a lot of dumb stuff. We talk about a lot of cool stuff. I'm sure it's not much different than any other Discord server out there, so check us out and give us a try. So how was your guys' week?
Pretty good week.
It's good.
Not a whole lot exciting news. I didn't do a whole. What did I do last weekend? I went to a brewery.
Mm-hmm.
I made some food, and that was like the biggest exciting thing.
That's
The brewery that I went to, I had a raspberry shortcake beer.
That's it. That sounds
and
really good.
it was delicious. I have some upstairs if you want to try some.
I would love
Oh
to.
yeah, that sounds tempting.
Is there like milk in it? It's kind of like a...
No, I think it's I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't like a milkshake IPA or anything like that. It was more just pink.
That sounds pretty good.
Yep, it was pretty good.
I like that.
It was a limited release, so I'm glad I got to try some. And other than that, didn't do a whole lot. Started watching some new anime.
Nice. What you started watching?
I started watching Cheat Magician.
Oh yeah, Isekai Cheat Magician.
Yep.
How is it?
It's kind of weird. I mean, it starts off kind of weird because it starts off as like a high schooler.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And it's two high schoolers that get sucked into a magical RPG like world.
Is it? Do they get like through anything, or they just like walk outside and they're like, oh wow, other world?
Yeah, no, they literally. That's how the show starts. They're walking on the sidewalk, and all of a sudden a magic aura appears around them, and they get sucked in. And apparently that they get sucked in, then the Itachi is all like, "Oh, this world's just like an RPG. I played video games before. I know what this is like."
This is gonna be perfect. I'm gonna have
Yep.
all the cheat codes.
And yeah, they're not really scared or anything like that
It's just
in
kind
this
of like
new
thrown
world.
in.
And
It's like okay.
he's like, "I'm gonna protect my girlfriend, who's not actually my girlfriend."
Is it like the male and the female, the
Yeah.
two leads? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That's interesting. It's like the that other one with the hot mom, where it's like, are you jealous of my mom's like double-handed two-sword attack or something like that? Where it's like a guy and his MILF mom get thrown into a fantasy world, and he's pretty cool, but she's like way better than him. Everyone's like, dude, your mom's so hot. I want to kiss her, and he's like, I don't want you to kiss my mom. I want to kiss my mom. I think that's what the plot's gonna turn into.
Huh.
Could be.
Some Oedipus complex shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a brand new anime that's coming out. I know they're only like 12 episodes in at this point.
That's good though. That's a good like.
Yeah, I wanted something that I could just like binge for a little while and get to the end and add it to my queue for
Be caught up.
because I'm losing Black Clover soon probably.
Mhm.
I've already lost Demon Slayer. I don't know how much more Dr. Stone we're gonna get before that season ends.
But you know what we get in a week?
What?
My Hero.
Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting about that.
Yep.
I forget
On
this.
the 12th.
Nice. They're coming out with a new movie too, aren't they?
Yep. Heroes Rising.
That's gonna be cool.
Boy, I
I'm
know.
actually a little more excited about the Demon Slayer movie
Demon Slayer just
because
announced that they're coming out.
the Demon Slayer movie it's supposed to cover the Infinity Train arc.
That's what I saw in the preview
Yeah.
today when I was like, "Oh, Demon Slayer's announced that it's going to have a movie, and it's the Demon Train." I was like, "What's the Demon Train?"
Yeah.
But then again, I haven't like caught up, so I don't know.
So
It's
once you
like-
catch up, you see what the Demon Train is because that last episode sets it up.
Oh, okay. That's what you were saying. It's the that's cool. So pretty much the season ends and sets it up for the movie.
Yeah, because the movie is it's like not one. It's not like one of these movies where
It's like a
doesn't
one-off.
fall. It's one off. No, it continues the plot. in
That's
the movie.
awesome.
And then the second season will pick up after the movie.
That's cool. That's a good idea. That's better than what Dragon Ball Super did with the first like 2 or 3 movies they put out for Super that were just. Then the anime came out and it's like, okay, Super the anime is just gonna be okay. It's gonna be the Beerus arc, the first movie. Second movie is the second arc. Third movie is the third arc. So that's what it's gonna be. And then it was just a bunch of filler in between. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I've been up to this week.
nice.
Nothing
That's good.
too new and exciting.
That's okay. It's that time of year. We're getting there. It's fall. It's gonna be spooky time soon.
Spooky time.
Did you get anything, Kenny?
It's been just a busy week, just doing things at home and just busy with the family. And I drove out to Connecticut on Saturday to see my favorite DT, my TT.
How was it?
The fiance's aunt, but it was good. It was good. It's good food.
Mhm.
I love their cooking over there. They treat me good.
Hell yeah. What'd you have? What was your favorite thing? Did you make your favorite dish?
Well, not my favorite dish, but they had this bomb ass rice, like the rice with pigeon peas in it.
It's always about the rice.
It's
It
always
is,
about
yeah.
the rice.
Oh man.
Rice was amazing, man. I had a couple plates of food.
Yes.
And so did my stepdaughter. She was like on to plate number 4 before we left.
Good for her.
Yeah. So that's about it. Friday, I did play some basketball for the first time in a couple weeks. I was a little rusty. And I was going off like Chef Curry. I was lighting up at the local college.
I mean, you said Chef Curry. I was just like, man, more food. I was like,
Yep, more
I do
food.
like curry.
I was just tossing up I was tossing up shots without even looking.
Is that a player? I don't
Yeah.
Okay. I want to make sure.
Steph Curry.
Oh, okay,
So I was like one of the guys sticking me. He was chasing me to the 3-point line, and like I just turned around without looking, tossed it up for a game winner. He was like, "Did you even fucking look?" And I was like, "No, not at all."
Threw it. Did you
But-
play basketball at all? You guys played together recently?
He was over there enjoying some German food.
Oh yeah, Munich
Oh
House.
yeah, I
That's
did go
right.
to- I also went to Munich House.
Yep.
Had some alligator.
Did you go to? Oh, did you have the Hunter's Feast or whatever it was? The Safari Feast.
No, I just had like appetizers, alligator bites,
Ooh.
and then I got some.
Did you get
like,
the frog legs?
No, I wasn't in the mood
Dropping
for
the
frog
ball.
legs.
I don't think I've ever had frog legs.
They taste like chicken. So I mean, the
I was gonna say, did the alligator too?
the alligator did too. I mean, it's just a different texture.
Different chicken.
And I had some veal wurst.
Ooh.
And Kaylin had some kind of platter with like 4 different sausages on it, and that was all really good.
Nice.
It was really good for me because she can never finish.
So you got to eat all of
plate,
hers.
so-
That's awesome. Get all those leftovers. Did you bring anything home, or is it kind of like? 'Cause I don't know if that food keeps too well. So I don't know if you.
Yeah, we brought some home, but then we had it for lunch the next day.
Oh, perfect. That's good. The food is good.
That's
It was a
amazing.
food-filled weekend, it seems.
It was.
Or weekend.
I mean, Ken got Indian food for lunch today.
Nice. What'd you guys get?
They have buffet.
Yeah, Indian buffet. So just a whole bunch of different stuff.
Is that restaurant called Indian Buffet, or is
No,
it like a
no,
No.
Pintus.
Pintus?
Yeah,
Do you
Pintus.
guys have first time you went there, or?
Well, no, that's my spot with the fiance. We normally go there all the time.
It was the
to
first
get
time
buffet.
I've been there. It was really good.
Nice.
No.
I don't eat Indian food as much as I should.
Yeah,
It's
me-
real good.
Me and Tyler, we met up with our coworker Flip to have some buffet.
That's a good name.
Yep.
Did you flip? Is he like known for flipping stuff, or is he like
I
flip
actually-
houses on the weekends? Like,
I
how did he
actually
get
don't. I don't know where that nickname originated from. I think
Yeah,
he's
I don't
just
know.
been called Flip for the longest time. Like that's his nickname.
Yeah, just stuck.
His name is Felipe, so people call him Flip.
Ah.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. Felipe.
Yeah, that's from the con. I don't know if he was just like flipping stuff on his. Like he's like, yeah, I just flip a bunch of houses, or like
He
Yeah.
flips everything.
I
You
flip
go-
tables.
I just get angry. I flip tables.
Flip Cup champion, 98. No big deal. Yeah, I don't think I did too much.
Well, you did. You went to a
Oh yeah, I went to
RetroCon.
Retro World convention on Sunday in Hartford, Connecticut, and that was pretty sweet. There was a whole bunch of vendors there. They had a couple live shows going on. There was like an auction. It was pretty neat. I saw some guy wheel out a big old arcade game. Those I could never imagine trying to take one of those home.
The
just
cabinets?
Be, yeah. Oh my god, because he had like one of the trolleys, and the guy looked like he was having such a hard time just wheeling it through the door. So how'd they get that in here? But it was pretty cool. Picked up Got some repro cartridges, which is really cool. I love the like vendors there that sell games that never came out in America or stuff we never got physical releases of that they like made themselves and have like different labels and stuff. I got Pulse Man for Sega Genesis. That was pretty cool. And I got a bunch of Weeb games, and actually ended up scoring a copy of Astral Chain for $45.
That's amazing.
Yeah, some guy was just sitting there, and I walked by maybe like 20 minutes before we were leaving, and he's just sitting there with 2 copies for 50 and like 50 stickers on there. And I was like, oh yeah, just like, is that? He's like, yeah, it's the game. He's like, I don't know. He's like, if I don't sell one of them, I'm probably just gonna go get drunk and crack one open and play it. I was like, you do 40 on one of those? He goes, no. I was like, how about 45? He said, okay. I was like,
Nice.
And I got to haggle and walk around.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good.
You should have started going around selling that one for 50.
60.
Astral Chain.
Come on, who wants it? Good deal. Didn't seem like a lot of things were like. A lot of things seemed like they were very not overpriced, but like you could definitely get a lot of the things that they had there cheaper online.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
I mean, they know that everyone attending this convention are all weebs that are interested in this stuff.
Yeah,
it's not like they're going to some random flea market or whatever trying to pawn off these things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They had a lot of really cool stuff. I was telling Tyler earlier they had this whole stand that was like canvases, but it was stretch canvas of like video game box art, different video game art, but like screen printed onto a canvas print, and like stretched over it. So it was really cool. They were like pretty good. They pretty decently priced too. I think for like the small kind of medium ones was like $20-25. And they had like really really big ones that were like huge box arts or just big game scenes. It was really cool. It was really neat.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was good. It wasn't too far. It was right in the highway.
I mean, I'm sure if you find a high enough resolution photo, it's pretty easy just to
sure.
order stuff like that.
Just you gotta make the canvas, or just get a blank canvas, stretch it over yourself. Screen printing probably isn't that crazy without. I mean, I know the biggest thing's the machine and all that. I mean, it'd be pretty cool.
I know some people if we ever want to order some stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I do want to order some stuff like that.
Perfect.
Just talk about what we order.
It's a secret. Yeah, that's pretty much all that's been going on, really. And Wiley's still in Italy, probably doing Italy stuff. Hope he's doing good. Eating what do they eat in Italy? Spaghetti. He's eating a lot of spaghetti and meatballs. Riding on those little boats in the canal. That seemed pretty fun. And playing a lot of Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I think they've been going on hikes. Maybe riding some scooters.
That sounds even better. Damn. Yeah, I would just go on vacation and just sit in the hotel room and
cheese and wine.
Yep. That's awesome.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
But he'll be back next week.
So stick around for him. And so what have we been playing, guys?
Well, I finished the campaign in Borderlands 3.
Yeah, you did. That was, what was that, last night, 2 nights ago?
I think it was 2 nights ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I finished that with my operative. Finally unlocked the Guardian rank.
Sorry for
I thought the game itself was really good. I mean, the story I thought really started ramping up towards the end of the game. It got emotional at times. It was funny. There's some really huge boss battles and really huge just like mob fight scenes that threw you through. And I just think overall it was a awesome game to play through. And now I have even more reason to go back and do like a new game plus or jump into your guys' game to increase my Guardian rank, get some more loot. And I'll probably be playing it for a little bit longer.
That's good.
I mean, the thing happens for me always when I like roll credits. I always kind of get like a feeling of, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Move on, next game.
It's like, oh, this is completed. This is good. I'm not going to touch this for a while.
And I kind of felt that way, but I know I'm going to be...
You're going to have that itch.
If you guys are jumping on, then I'm going to be jumping on too.
Oh, yeah. I still got to beat it. I'm only level 12, I think, right now.
Right. And so I'm probably going to be jumping in with my like level 35. I think I finished the game at. But
hell yeah, run us through. Run me through some bosses.
Exactly.
Yep.
Nice.
I got some good gear.
I know, I'm excited for more. It feels like I'm not really getting, when I'm playing at least, I'm not really getting like crazy loot drops. I mean, then again, it's still like kind of early game, but I mean, most of the ones I'm finding, I'm like, okay, pick up, okay, this one kind of sucks. So just drop like 2 or 3 and then go sell the rest.
I picked up a couple interesting guns. Like me and Tyler beat one boss fight, and I was able to get a gun every single time I reload. I toss it, and it turns into a walking brain turret.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I didn't know they could do more than just explode when you throw them. That's cool. They have that effect.
So it's like a legendary weapon. So they have some really cool weapons that you could pick up. Tyler, tell us about Untitled Goose Game. I hear that's a masterpiece.
Yeah, so I also purchased the Untitled Goose Game.
How much is that going for now? It's a downloadable title on Switch?
It was on sale for $15. I'm not sure how much longer it was going to be on sale for, but once it's off sale, it's $20.
No, it's not like terrible.
Yeah. So I actually didn't even buy the game to play myself because I had already watched somebody on YouTube like play through the whole game, so I already knew kind of how to do all the puzzles. I bought it so I could watch my girlfriend play.
Okay. And honk at her the whole time. Go, every time she messes up a puzzle, just
and watching her play through the puzzles, I tried not to give her any hints. Occasionally I did. I also will say that the first night that we tried to play, we were both like pretty drunk.
Hell yeah, that's the best way to try to play it. It's the best way to be a goose.
I think she was having fun, but then at the same time I was getting kind of frustrated. Me like, come on!
What do you mean?
It's not that hard.
Put the rake in the lake. God, how hard is that? I can see that. There's nothing really more like frustrating when you know exactly what someone needs to be doing and you're just sitting there and you can't do anything about it because you don't want to spoil it.
Right. But I think it's a super cute, clever, creative game. I love just the quirky tasks that it gives you in order to get through to the next area, and it's all just like so silly. Just the fact
silly
that,
concept.
just the fact that you're a goose walking around stealing stuff, making people do stupid things, and in one area you're like honking at a boy and the boy starts running away and he's like, oh goose, I'm scared.
I did like the art style. It's very kind of simple but very clean. How long is it? Have you beaten it? Or are you still like...
I think the game itself is probably like
it's a couple hours.
A couple hours, 2-3 hours probably.
And if you want to check it out, that sounds like it'd be really fun to play.
Yep. It's definitely just a mindless game that you can go ahead and have some fun with.
For sure. Want to check that out? How about you, Kenny?
Me, I haven't been playing too much this past week. I played some Borderlands, some 2K. Today I cracked in. I'm in the Madden League still. Actually, today I had to play one of our Discord members.
Ooh, okay.
Toolbox Jones.
Okay.
Had him beat him down, so I wouldn't be surprised if he left the Discord server.
He lost so bad he had to leave.
Yeah, I literally was like, I think I picked him off like 7 times.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how frustrating that must be.
But it was the rematch. He got me the first time.
Oh, okay. Well,
he got me the first time. Semi-close game, and I was like, nope.
Are you guys gonna do a best of 3?
Beating him down. He wants another rematch, but we might play each other outside of the league because I don't think I play him again. At least not this season.
Okay, the matchup.
Yep.
That's cool.
So, as you can see, guys, you want to play me in Madden or 2K from the Discord? Challenge me.
Kenny's always up for a fight in football or Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, too. I'm still the reigning level with you, champ.
I still have to get that. I'm surprised it hasn't gone on sale.
Wait until Wiley sees that. And, actually, Terminator's next week.
Oh,
Early
wow.
access.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I saw some cool previews of some of his moves and stuff like that. Like pretty wild.
We want me to bring Mortal Kombat next week so we could try? What? Tyler's like, no.
I don't know. If you really want to, you can. But do I care?
No.
Tyler's like, no.
Is Arnold voicing him?
No.
Well, then again, it's not that hard to mimic, so
Yeah.
I guess you could have a pretty good impersonator there.
Yep. But that's it. I really haven't had the chance to really play too much. I've just been more or less just watching anime, honestly.
Can't blame me there.
Yeah. It's not an anime cast, so I won't jump into what I've been watching.
It's okay.
Yeah, I looked into those couple of animes that you suggested, and I feel like I base my anime selection on like partly the description, partly like the episode thumbnails, and just like how the thumbnails look, and I don't know, they just didn't look good to me.
So I just look good. The Promised Neverland, right? At first, I was like, "What is this?" I tried to go to it a couple times.
That one kind of seemed like too like whimsical and
I've heard
weird for me. And
yeah, no, it's not whimsical.
It seemed too like soft.
Ooh, I've heard it's like anything but that. Like, the first episode seems very and then after that, just like, Brr.
Oh wow.
You gotta give it a shot.
It's one that's misleading when you look at it.
Okay.
Like you look at it and you're like, what am I gonna get with this? And it just takes it's like your GPS is saying take. It's like, oh, this is a take right. No, it's takes left on you when you look at it.
You're going over a bridge and it's telling you to turn right off the bridge, and you're like, I'm not gonna do that. I can't go off the bridge.
Exactly.
And you do it anyway.
And the other one I'm watching right now, the Roro. That one I thought the concept was cool. Like baby's born, demons take its almost every part of its body. So and then the dad like sends it off to its death, and this baby survives.
Oh, jeez.
And is now every single time it kills a demon that has a part of its body, he regains it.
Ooh.
So then you see him in agonizing pain because he's now getting his ears back, and this is his first time hearing, and now he doesn't know how to handle hearing all these noises. So it's actually pretty good.
That's an interesting concept.
So
Is it? It's Durarara?
Dororo.
Okay.
And actually, I looked into it, and Dororo is one of the oldest mangas, like from the 1960s.
Wow.
So
I'll check that out.
not an anime cast. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Hey, I like it, but what did I play? I tried Mario Kart Mobile. That just came out. It's not fun.
Trash.
It's not fun. You have two different turning types. You can either turn by sliding your finger, or you can slide and hold your finger, and that makes you drift. But you only drift if you do it a certain way, and it's really hard because if you ever have greasy fingers or anything, you just totally slide off, and you drift a little bit, but you don't get enough to boost. It's really dumb and stupid.
That's because you need to buy the special Mario Kart Mobile driving gloves.
That wouldn't surprise me. They'd be like, "Oh, put your finger on it, and it's good." Or the steering wheel. Put your phone in the steering wheel.
Right.
Hey, that'd be good for the remotes.
I actually would play a lot more if they had a steering wheel.
Yeah.
That you throw your phone in. But that hole with the fingers, I played a couple races and I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, it's.
I'm still
Not
playing
good.
Dr. Mario, actually.
And can't you only play it vertical?
Yeah, you can only play vertical. You can't hold it like that. So it's just like that. It's really weird. It's very like it caters to the super casual audience, but I mean, I tried it.
Super casual.
Very.
Like
That's
I have people on Facebook talking about it. Oh my God, Mario Kart, and I'm like, do you even play video games?
you play the original one, duh.
It's all the moms that played Farmville.
Oh my God, they bring back Farmville. You got to bring it back. We're missing out. Farmville, Angry Birds.
I'm not gonna lie. When Farmville first came out, I was all into it.
That's with the Facebook games.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was heavy into Farmville when it first came out. I was like, yeah, harvest your fucking carrots.
Yeah, honestly, there was one that came out. I think it was the same guys that made Ratchet and Clank, and they did it was kind of like a mixture of Farmville and like Pokemon. It was like in space. It was really weird, but it was really bad. I played that for a little while, and I was like, why can't I catch anything? You couldn't really catch anything. You had like an X amount of like attempts per like day, like real time.
Oh my God.
It was very frustrating. It was sad. Very, very disappointing. But yeah, Mario Kart sucks. I still bought the 2-week trial of the Gold Pass to see if you get anything cool from winning the races, even if you have the Gold Pass. Spoiler alert, you don't. You get like an extra 5 gems per cup you beat, and they have all the cups. So I'm just going to cancel my trial after the 2 weeks.
Wow.
And I'm going to be like, wow. I'm like, well, I'm going to give this a chance. I was like, it's pretty shitty. You got to buy a $5 thing to like play the game that's a free-to-play game. It's not worth it. It's bad. But on the positive note, I did spend like $5 at RetroCon, and I bought that old Yu-Gi-Oh game for the Game Boy Color, Dark Duel Stories.
Did it have the cards with it?
No, it didn't have the cards with it, but I got the original box, which was cool.
Damn it.
Way more engaging than I thought it would be, because you start off with like these really, really, really shitty cards, and all cards, like, they go to like super crazy high numbers. The cards at the very beginning, the first like 5 matches, are all like 700. Like if you have a card that's like 900 attack, that's like perfect. That's like the best card you kind of want to get. They start you off with like 200, 300 attack.
You know
like
what's funny?
So bad.
I actually think I have this game.
It's so good. It's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. You have to beat the starting screen. It's like campaign or whatever, like old Game Boy menu. You click on it. You have like 4 or 5 character portraits you can select from. You have to beat each one of them 5 times to move to the next screen, which is the same thing. But your duel level increases as you play. So they have this thing where your deck is limited and every card costs something. So you have to like basically just grind so you can fit more cards.
Yeah. I think I played this back in
Way
the
back
day.
when.
Yep.
And they had the password system, so you can look up on like the old cards that had that like digit number. There was like 8-digit number at the bottom. You could enter that, and it would give you a copy of the card in the game.
Oh wow!
So I just IGN'd it, and I was like, oh, let's see what we got for the codes here. So I put in a bunch of ones, and I was like, oh, pretty good.
Yeah,
But it's been fun. It's been engaging.
So I'm pretty sure I have this at home. I think the backlight on my Game Boy Color is dying. So it's very dim. So I think I tried to start it, and I just couldn't. I could barely see anything.
You have a Game Boy Color with a backlight?
No, but what, you know what I mean? Like So when it turns on, like,
yeah.
So the screen, I think the screen's dying.
It's just like,
yeah.
I was looking into
So it's very dim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to order like one of the revamped like Game Boy SPs or Game Boy Advances or Game Boy Colors that have the backlights, or someone's modded to put the backlights in it.
So I follow somebody on Instagram that actually like does this. So I go to their website every so often, and I'm tempted to buy a Game Boy Color with the backlight.
That's awesome. How much do you know? Like how much they're going for?
Thought it was his range was like around the 80.
Wow, really? That's not bad. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I had more like, I mean, Pokemon obviously, and then there's like a couple. Actually, the Dragon Warrior Monster games I want to go back and play because those are the two different versions for Game Boy Color. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe even a Game Boy Advance. Or SPs are great too. They're just the backlights are kind of dim, but Game Boys are fun. Game Boys are cool.
Yeah, they are.
Well, I did that. I bought this there's like a kind of an unknown game. It's called Mary Skelter Nightmares. It's like a first-person dungeon crawler like RPG, but you just use a bunch of waifus, so it's totally up my alley.
Ooh.
But it was good. It's pretty neat.
Nice.
For the Vita, yeah, they had. I was looking for a bunch of Vita games there. They didn't really have much, but it was really cool to see the certain stalls or vendors that hadn't totally forgotten about the Vita like everybody else. But I do love my Vita.
I know. I wish I got a Vita.
They're actually, you would probably find them for pretty cheap still, depending on like.
I have mine at home.
I like it. I mean, I think the network's still up for it too. It definitely is because you can
it got an update to the network not that long ago.
Really?
Like 4 or 5 months ago.
I liked it because you can do just straight up like PlayStation 1 classics. You can just download straight to it and play from the memory card. So that's pretty neat. I don't know if you can do it. You can connect it in some way, I think, to the PS4, but I forget how.
Yeah, as a controller.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh,
You can use the Vita as an extra controller.
that's awesome.
Yep.
But man,
Nice.
that's pretty much it for what we've been playing. So now I think it's time for.
News. I'm drifting.
Use your finger. Yeah, you use to do the items in Mario Kart 2. You have to tap it. It's so stupid, and you have certain characters can only get a certain amount of items per whatever the cup
Depending
says.
on the races, yeah.
It's like, oh, Toad Cup, so Toad could get 3 items, but if you don't have Pauline for the New York level, you could only get 1 item. It's bad. Don't play it. But all right, we have our first story. Here's the Nintendo Switch Lite is already drifting. So
Speaking of.
yeah, so speaking of drifting, so that was the problem with the Nintendo Joy-Cons is that they were the control stick was kind of, if you left it alone, didn't touch it, totally neutral, it would just start drifting, kind of like an old mouse on a computer. Apparently, that's happening now with the Switch Lite, and you can't really do anything about it because there's no Joy-Cons to it. That's part of the controller, so you can't really just take off the sides of your controller because then it's not going to work anymore.
That's the whole system. That's bad.
It's very bad.
Very bad.
It's not a good
Very,
thing.
very bad. So there's something going on in Nintendo's manufacturing department where they kind of really got to fix this because that's not something they want to go forward with. And apparently, what was it? There's week-old systems were added to the class action lawsuit against Nintendo. I didn't even know that they were getting sued. Is it just from the drifting?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think anybody there's a certain time frame I think that people are still able to, if you purchase the console within certain
X amount.
dates. Part of the class action lawsuit is that they can send in the controllers and get them fixed for free or replaced for free and all that.
Kind of like what the Xbox did with the Red Ring, but
Yeah.
with controller.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really unfortunate. I mean, it feels like it's something that they would have paid closer attention to, knowing that it was an issue with the Joy-Cons, and I feel like this is the second time they messed up. Then so
It feels like maybe
Get
they're
it right
already
the
in
first
production.
time.
It's just like, oh, well, the drifting came out when the Switch Lite was already like being produced, and they're just like, well, let's just hope that it's not in this too.
Right.
and then when things
Joke's
like
on
that,
them.
yeah, and then when things like that happen, it kind of seems like
They don't care.
they rushed things, and I
Rushed
feel
it
like
for
it's
the
kind
holiday
of
season.
counterintuitive to. I feel like in the past we've seen them saying like games being released. It's like we're gonna postpone the day. We're gonna work on them more, and everyone's been good on Nintendo for doing that.
Yeah.
But then things like this happen, and it's like, well,
Not good on
something's
Nintendo.
up.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be. I mean, I have no clue about the inner workings of Nintendo or how their tech operates or how they put it together. But I can definitely see the pressure for being like, okay, this has to be out before this sales date. But it also doesn't give you an excuse for, like you said, pushing back games for a later date for quality. Because Nintendo's always been known for their quality over like, oh, we need to just print these, except when it's amiibos and you can't find them. Print more amiibos. But Second story here, we got Sean Layden. He's the now former chair of SIE Worldwide Studios and a mainstay of PlayStation's E3 press conferences. Sudden departure from Sony announcement with no further details or reasons for the departure being made public at the time. So who's this guy?
So yeah, he's just been a kind of big face for Sony, being at tons of their press conferences, and I think it's just a big deal. I don't know too much about Sean Layden's past and what else he's really worked on with Sony, but
so I know that I think he was the head of Sony Europe or something like that at one point. I think he was CEO at one point, overseeing the PlayStation studios, but they did some restructuring and everything's under one umbrella now. So I think that changed the dynamics. You never know. This could have led from that restructuring. That restructuring, from what I read, happened late 2018. So who knows? 6 months down the line, you're not liking how things are running.
You kind of just boop. Yeah, you
like,
take nip it.
I'm leaving.
yeah, and I guess we don't really know too much information about why he left or like what exactly the reasons for the departure is.
Hope he didn't diddle anybody. Hope he didn't get Me Too'd.
You never know.
You never
Yeah.
know. They're keeping it close to the vest with it.
It could have been, could have just been restructuring, and maybe he was asked to resign. I mean, there's no information about if he's going somewhere else,
Exactly.
from what I hear.
Maybe you got a cool severance package, and they're like, all right, hey, if you step down, we'll, give you this. He was like, okay.
It's very vague at the moment.
So
But
there's
we'll
that.
miss you, Sean Layden.
Who knows? Maybe we'll have an update on the story in one of the next couple episodes.
Yeah, probably definitely next week. There'll probably be more information released.
Maybe.
In the next couple.
There's always information leaked.
That's true. False or true.
Exactly.
And we have, let's see, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3's big update. Now, Kenny, I know you have the game.
Yes, I do.
So what's the big new thing?
So they have a big free update that dropped right along the new expansion that they dropped, the Curse of the Vampire expansion. So with the big update, free for anybody that owns the game, they don't have to purchase the DLC, is Nightmare Mode. Nightmare Mode features random enemies infected by a vampire curse. Defeating them earns you shield tokens, which I guess they'll be able to use those tokens to buy some more outfits that they released with the big update.
Okay.
Other items, maybe some experience cubes, things like that.
Could you use shield tokens in the game before the expansion?
No, so
Okay.
shield tokens are new. And the affected enemies can be revived as reborn. So I haven't played the game yet, the update yet. So that's something I'm looking forward to playing tonight. Most likely, I'll lay down in bed, throw TV on, and just try out the new update. The level cap did get increased to 150.
What was it before?
I actually didn't know what the level cap was before, so it could have been easily 100. You know, and
99.
99. I hate when they do that.
And there's some tryhards already on Reddit that already got their characters up to 150.
That's crazy.
That's how I bet.
So I think that's just bananas. There's a new area in the Alliance skills tree to unlock new upgrades, nifty new outfits for several characters, and a ton of new voice lines, which is good because some of the voice lines, after you hear it a bunch of times, you kind of get tired of them, you know?
Yeah.
And a low-level gauntlet challenge because the gauntlet is coming with the paid content. So it's good that they give you like a taste of what gauntlet mode is, you know, so that you're like, oh, I like this. You know, I'll buy into the DLC.
Right. That's a good little kind of almost free taste to be like, okay, if you buy it, you get all this cool stuff. Plus, you know, that mode that you really like, now you can play it for real.
So it definitely looks like they're really supporting this game.
It sounds good. I mean, I definitely am curious about it. I'd love to pick it up when it goes down a little bit, but more content, the better.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It definitely seems like it shines way more in co-op multiplayer like Borderlands does.
Definitely.
We have another thing about Google Stadia. We have Google Stadia's Founders Edition pre-order went up. Let's see, brought up by a question that was sent to us on Facebook by Luis Sanchez. So thank you for the question, Luis. And let's see, it's got a $129 price tag plus free shipping. That's pretty good. Includes 3 free months of Stadia Pro, about $9.99 per month, Chromecast Ultra, and lastly, an exclusive Night Blue Stadia controller.
So I know I didn't include the Chromecast Ultra's price tag, but that's actually $69.99. So the way I was looking at it, and when Lewis brought it up. He was asking whether or not whether or not Google Stadia was worth it at the $129 price tag, the Founders Edition. And I started breaking it down by just price tag of everything it brought. So with the 3 months free of Stadia Pro, that's $9.99 per month. So that's right there, $29 and some change right there, which is already, great. You're already under the $100 mark. I also checked up Chromecast Ultra, and most retail outlets, Best Buy, Walmart, has it for $69.99.
So is it an actual, is Stadia a physical console thing?
It's actually not. So you stream it through. You're supposed to stream it through the Chromecast Ultra.
Huh.
And the Stadia controller connects to the Chromecast Ultra. So it's actually just streaming. It's like a streaming service almost.
Yeah, that's the whole big thing about Google Stadia is that you can play it on any monitor, really. You can play it on your phone, you can play it on TV, you can play it on the computer. Yep. And the Stadia controller via Bluetooth, I assume, just connects to whatever device that you're playing.
This is
playing on.
Wow, I honestly, every time we talk about it, it kind of goes almost like one in one ear out the other. But if this opens up to you can just access any game or whatever games they have on the platform at any time, that could be huge.
Yeah, it's both.
If it works,
it's trying to boast that when you are paying for Stadia Pro, the $10 per month, you can play up to 60 frames per second.
Probably depending on area too.
Depending on your internet as well.
Your bandwidth and all that good stuff.
So the way I also broke it down, so with Stadia Pro, you also get Destiny 2, the collection, which includes Shadowkeep.
That's the newest expansion, right?
The newest expansion. With that, day of launch, and the controller. So when you start looking at it, a regular controller for any console is in the range of $45 or more if it's on sale.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's on sale. I think it's like 60. I just went to go look at another PlayStation was like 60. Yeah,
60 regular. And don't even talk about the Joy-Cons for Nintendo. They're 78.
They're gross.
75, $76. So when it tops it off, it leaves the controller almost at costing about $20 when you really look at it. And it's their Night Blue Stadia controller, which is exclusive to the Founders Edition.
Wow.
So it sounds great at that price tag. At least for me, it does.
Yeah, definitely. And I would definitely be curious about how you can play multiplayer, like couch games, co-op, and I would assume that you're able to connect more than one controller to a single device with multiple Stadia controllers, and then just other things. I mean, having using Stadia to play games, maybe like Jackbox games or something like that, where you can literally say, log into my Stadia account wherever you are and play a Jackbox game at a friend's house or at a big gathering or something like that. And I think that's a big deal.
Yeah, the instant access is that's gonna be, if everything goes smooth, which I'm sure it'll be a little bumpy at first, but if this if this works out, because Google's huge, and I'm sure there's servers or whatever dedicated, I'm sure once they iron some stuff out, it's gonna be.
They have a whole
nuts
5-block radius in Silicon Valley.
Wow.
For the stadium.
I was gonna say, that wouldn't surprise me, honestly.
No, seriously, they probably have 3 rooms full of servers.
They're building it still.
Yep.
You got a bunch of people just dedicated. They took all the people that worked on Minecraft to build real stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my.
It's got the servers building servers.
Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me. Well, I'd like to see it. So it's not like it's not like a cable box. You can't buy it.
No.
It's just right in the TV.
Controller. So the Founders Edition gives you controller, Chromecast Ultra.
Which isn't a physical thing. It's a subscription.
No. The Chromecast Ultra is a physical thing. And Stadia Pro is the subscription.
Oh, okay.
So it's the controller, Chromecast Ultra, so you can stream Stadia through the Chromecast Ultra.
Okay, so you have to have Chromecast Ultra to. Oh, okay.
But the Chromecast. Okay, so to explain, the Chromecast Ultra is just a device that hooks into your TV. So that's kind of. I mean, it's not like the console, but it's just the device that you can cast from your laptop or anything like that, and also probably access all these games and things like that. Your library. It's kind of like a Roku or something like that.
Okay.
It's like a Fire Stick.
Okay, yeah. So
it's Google's Fire Stick. So I'm pretty sure that they're packaging in there because it's the Ultra, so that means its capabilities of 4K.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, you never know what, they might not have a smart TV, they might not have a laptop they want to connect to the TV. So here's the Chromecast Ultra. Include that in the Founders Edition, and they could stream. You know, they could stream Stadia through there.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that at one point in time we might see the Stadia app on my Amazon Fire Stick. You know?
Yeah. So it's just got to take time once it's released, probably to like start getting thrown on like
Start popping
Roku
up.
TV and like Amazon Fire.
What I am curious about is because it'll be an app, right, that you could just log into.
I would assume, yeah.
Will they release it for, because Sony has a little more of a, they're more strict with their apps on the PlayStation.
Very.
But Xbox isn't. Do you think they'll drop a Stadia app on the Xbox?
I doubt it.
Doubt it. Hey?
They might. I mean, just
I
because
don't think so.
Destiny and everything.
They
but-
got all types of apps on the Xbox. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
That'll be
so-
interesting to see. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
but
down
do
the
they-
line.
But do they have other apps that lets you play other video games?
That's true. They don't have like
I'll
PlayStation
look into
Now.
Yeah, I don't think that PlayStation, Xbox, anything like
They're
that.
not going to do interconnectivity.
They're not gonna. They would not put a Stadia app on their platform.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, they're like, are they? Stadia's got to take all these games. Stadia is going to start having their own studio then, right? So they have to like
Right,
pretty
now-
much like, all right, we're going to get Destiny or like Halo.
So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be almost like the PlayStation Now and like the Game Pass. So they'll start building their what is it
Like
collection
library.
of what games you'll be able to stream for that price tag at $10. But I'm also did it say what is it gonna be using Epic or is it gonna be using Steam? Like because you can buy games straight out also through
Ooh,
Google
that's-
Stadia.
I think it's just
Instead of
gonna
streaming.
it's just gonna be all its own platform.
Through its own platform.
It's gonna have its own store. It's gonna have its
Okay.
own
Wow.
place where you.
So you just go in.
I mean,
and
you're
just
not
check the
down
price.
you're not
Yeah.
downloading anything like you would like an
yeah.
Epic or Steam. It's all streaming.
Yep.
Like
So
period.
you'll pay for it and then just stream it.
But you always have it, so you can always, as long as you have
So
access
what
to your
I'm-
account, you can just.
Because if they're providing the subscription service, I'm guessing that they're also like allowing you to buy the game straight out and have it access it in your own library account. You know.
Yeah, I'd hope so. I mean, because I wouldn't want to just be like, oh, I'm gonna pay $60 and have this thing that's only like, I don't really have it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that seems sketchy
Yeah.
about the whole streaming services to me. It's like if I buy something, I want to like own it or at least have something physical that.
Well, I don't think you'll have something.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
here's a code for other. Well, they wouldn't do that because they wouldn't give you a code for other devices on a Google Stadia.
No.
Yeah, I think the big thing is just being able to take your controller on the go and go to your buddy's house or go to wherever, and you can
just
go to work
log
if you want and just log into your Stadia account and connect your controller and jump into a game.
And that's the cool part because like that's what it's all meant to be. Like you'll be able to stream it on any platform, like phone, tablet, laptop, computer,
Yeah.
TV. You know?
I'm really curious. I definitely.
Wonder if they'll drop the TV app or something like that.
They probably will.
Once they start rolling with a year from now, we'll see where Stadia is.
Yep.
When's the release date for it? Do we know?
November. I don't have it exactly, but I know it's sometime in November.
Wow, that'll be definitely
That's
something
around
to
the
keep an eye
corner.
on. Yeah, well, November's gonna be hot. We got all I know is Google Stadia and Pokemon. So
That's
those are my
enough.
two.
That's enough.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be cool to see.
Yeah, and I think another story we have here is PlayStation Now price drops, and it's adding new titles, and I think that's not only to compete with the Xbox Game Pass, but also to compete with the upcoming Stadia, because they want to get people playing on that platform. So.
Exactly. To be like, oh, we don't want to lose more.
And honestly, that was major because I thought the PlayStation Now was just too expensive.
Very.
Even though their library isn't bad, Sony has a nice library, but still $20. That's up there. That's more than I spend on my Netflix, and I watch Netflix constantly.
And how's the streaming quality too for that? Because I heard it wasn't like the best either.
It wasn't the best because it was pure. You had to stream, so you couldn't it's not like the Game Pass where you could download. I think now they got to that point. I haven't tried it in a long time, but if you could download it and then play it without streaming, that's perfect. But
Yeah.
Yeah, so PlayStation Now drops from $19.99 to $9.99 per month, and now they've added AAA games like God of War, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Uncharted 4.
There's some big
So-
hits.
Yep.
I think it's going to bring in a lot of people.
They're going to have to with keeping up with Stadia and all the other. If things for Google kick off with Stadia, then who knows like what other things are going to try to come out with
Yep.
that. But for recent releases, quick this week, within the past week, we've had a couple like big releases. We've got Code Vein that was launched last Friday, the 27th. That's like an anime style Dark Souls, Bloodborne kind of game. Looked pretty interesting. We got Dragon Quest XI's remastered, Dragon Quest XI Switch S Definitive Edition launched last Friday as well. Untitled Goose Game And then Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 Switch bundle. That's digital right now. I think the physical is going to be coming out in October 25th. So,
Cool.
let's see. We
Nice.
have Modern Warfare game option only available on PS4 until 2020.
Yeah, so a lot of people are pretty upset about this news coming that there's going to be a PlayStation 4 exclusive game mode, basically for like an entire year after the game is released. It's a Spec Ops survival mode, first introduced in the original Modern Warfare 2. It's a series of short scripted missions that can either be played solo or co-op. They've been missing from the last few Call of Duty games. So the return here is seen as a welcome move by longtime series fans, but you can only play it on PlayStation.
That sucks for just the year. It's not like
Yeah.
usually they do the couple month kind of thing, but that sucks to just totally gate. But I guess they must have a pretty good deal with Sony then.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the first time that Activision and Sony have done a content exclusive for PlayStation only. So, I mean, I just know a lot of people are kind of upset that Xbox players, PC players have to
Just wait.
can't really play it. I mean, by the time it does come out, then there's probably going to be another new Modern Warfare or Call of Duty game.
I feel like it's got the 2K syndrome. Every Call of Duty's pretty much year, and it's already been outdated. We get the new version coming out. Next up, we have Hero banned from European Circuit Smash tournaments. Some descriptions here is the world seems to be up in arms as to whether or not to ban Hero because of the randomness of his moveset. And if you're familiar with the new Smash character Hero that dropped not too long ago, his down B is kind of a mishmash, like a random smorgasbord of different Dragon Quest series moves you can use, such as Crackle, Kabang, Kamikaze, Magic Burst. But it's all random what you get when you press down B. So you have 4 options to choose from when you're pressing your down B. And you scroll through with your stick. But every time you do that, it's random. And, once you hit it, you kind of dedicate to it and launch it, depending on what it is. So some people are like, oh, it's not fair. I don't ban Hero. He's got Kamikaze, or you can just heal randomly. I personally, I don't think it's cool to have a bunch of them, on the fly available to you, but it's random. So I feel like the RNG with that is totally fair. You're going to have the people that abuse it, but...
I mean, yeah, there are good moves that come with it, but additionally, there's also some moves that just don't really do a whole lot. Yeah. So I don't think it's a reason to ban a character.
No.
And I think a lot of people are saying that it's not worth banning a character either. And I think a big thing with this story was it was a Nintendo partner Smash tournament circuit where typically Nintendo's more open about like if and why they're banning a character for any particular reason. So yeah, Hero was banned, but then almost immediately unbanned from this Smash circuit tournament.
Okay, just kidding. No, he can come back. It's fine. That's crazy.
But something that I thought in an article that I read that did raise some interest was the fact that you're going to have people speaking of multiple different languages in
all
these
nationalities
tournaments,
coming to the tournaments.
where I can see one reason why it could sort of be unfair to play as Hero is when you do bring up the text box of his down B, it's only the language that's in is set to whatever the Swish language is set to, which creates like language barriers for the opponent if the opponent doesn't speak the same language, because I imagine it's part of a tactic to be able to physically see what's might be coming at you for an attack.
Definitely with him, I feel like most Smash, it's kind of like if you have your main, it's kind of more of a muscle memory thing. But with Hero, I can see the people that are probably maining him just have that, their muscle memory is obviously with their hands, but then to look in the screen and see what their dialogue options are, their text options. And I wouldn't be able to play, I wouldn't know what I'd be doing if I was playing in a Japanese system. Can't read Japanese, so I don't know what it'd be saying. So I'd just be kind of a very big crapshoot trying to do one of his down B moves in a different language. But it'd be kind of funny as well. You don't know what you're going to get.
Right, exactly. So I think if there was a way for Nintendo to incorporate like some like color coding or symbols or something like that.
Yeah, for like a support move or an
with,
attack move.
You have to correspond with whatever his moves are so that you don't need to memorize 12 different languages for each of his types of moves.
Exactly.
That would be super helpful.
I feel like that's probably the only, for me at least, the biggest point of contention then, because I didn't even realize that until I read this on the article that you posted. That's definitely a big thing, and I'd be pretty upset that, if it was, I was kind of gated from an option or character by a language barrier or had that advantage against me. But other than that, I mean, I'm totally cool with Hero 1. I mean, just because I love Dragon Quest, so I guess that's a bias there. I think people also might be upset because he's another sword fighter, and it's not like we already have like 20 other anime sword fighter characters in Smash Bros. Already. So I could see maybe people are just like, oh, I'm mad because of that. But Banjo's got Wonder Wing.
Yeah.
Come on!
But it has a limited use,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So is MP regenerate? Oh, no, you can't really regenerate the gold feather with a hit, but
Right.
I'm just waiting on that amiibo still. And after that, we've got new Pokemon Sword and Shield news. Just heard some new info today. They are going to be including 18 gyms total in Sword and Shield. So there's going to be 18 gyms, one for each type. And apparently, depending on which version you get, they're going to be split up. Well, this is across the board, so they're going to be split up into major and minor leagues. But depending on what version of the game you get, different types or different gyms are going to be in different major and minor leagues. So, like, I think what they were saying, fighting in Sword is going to be one of the major leagues, and then in Shield, Ghost in place of fighting is going to be the major league type for that one.
Oh, wow.
So what is there going to be 9 major league gyms and 9
minor?
9 minor, 9 major league gyms?
Yep. That seems like it. I'm really curious to see how they're going to structure it too, because they have that big like soccer stadium or football stadium in it, which is going to be kind of cool. I like how your little player outfit changes. I don't know if that's going to be like a permanent thing whenever you walk into a gym, unless that's maybe just the major league.
I'm actually very excited.
I'm stoked.
Yeah.
I wasn't excited at first, but then again, I'm just like, okay, there's no use getting super stoked yet. It's like a billion months away, but I know once like November 1st hits, I'm going to be like,
Itching.
yeah, I can't wait.
Bring it on.
I want to play Pokemon.
I want to be a Pokemon master.
Another thing is that experience share, I know starting with X and Y, they gave it to you in the beginning, and then you had the option to pretty much turn it on or off, and it's pretty much been the same way there. You've always gotten the experience share, depending on the version of the game you play. Older ones didn't really give it to you till more end game, but now you kind of get it in the beginning, so you can start leveling up your whole team and have them be a little bit, more evenly leveled throughout. But now I guess you're starting off with it. So you start off with it, and it's going to be automatic. So we don't really have details just yet of if it's going to be you have the option to turn it on or off, but you're going to just have it flat out, like as a confirmed thing. So we don't know if it's going to be given to you right at the beginning before you start your adventure, and then you can just toggle it on or off, which I think is a great thing. Like, they should definitely still keep that option, because some people obviously don't want to, well, it's a baby game for babies. I don't want to play Pokemon because it's a baby game.
I want to solo run this with my Pikachu.
Exactly. So I feel like it would definitely be a bit of a dumb decision to totally cut out the option to turn it on or off. But, I mean, we'll see.
I hope you guys are ready. I'm going to be trying to battle you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Dude, not a chance.
EV Train. It's going to be fun. I'm really excited.
I'm going to power through this game.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait. You're going to get Surfetched. I'm going to get the new Zigzagoon who looks like a member of KISS.
Nice.
And that Raven guy looks pretty cool.
Tyler's going to turn on the game 2 hours later. I'm going to be like, fight me.
That's true. You can connect anywhere.
I'm going to EV train all my Pokemon.
I hope they have an easier way of EV training all of them like they did in X and Y. Because they took out, and like the other ones, it wasn't as obvious as that stupid super training mode. It was super tedious and dumb where you had to kick the soccer ball. Soccer. It's all coming back. It's looping back in. The X and Y super training is coming into the... Ooh, that's gonna be interesting to see. See if it connects in some way. But
we shall see.
No HMs. No HM returning either, which is great because they're dumb, and
they were annoying.
Hated having to dedicate a whole space in your party to an HM slave to just help traverse the world.
Sweet.
I think that about wraps it up for this week.
Awesome. If anybody has any questions for us in the upcoming episodes, feel free to leave a comment, send us a message on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Whatever you want. Discord, come join. We're always looking for new people.
Always looking for it.
Yeah, you can play some Borderlands with me if you want.
Yeah, play Borderlands. You can get stomped by Kenny in
Madden,
in sports.
2K, or in Mortal Kombat.
Your choice.
Like I stomp on Tyler and Wiley.
And then you can talk to me about shitty mobile games. Who cares?
Yeah.
And,
let's not talk about Mario Kart.
Just don't talk about Mario Kart. That's been the Level With You show. Thanks
Yeah.
for joining this week, guys, and we will see you next week.
Oh, if you're into any TCG trading card games, Anthony's got some card opening videos coming out every Thursday.
That's true. We have a couple weeks already kind of ahead of time, so if you want to check out every week, every Thursday, it's about 10 a.m. they're posted, so you can check it out. This week's going to be the third and final Yu-Gi-Oh! Set, Speed Duel, Scars of Battle, so you can check that out. My main man, Joey Wheeler. There's a lot of cabbage, I will say, as a spoiler. There's a lot of cabbage in that set. So
Nice. Nice.
Lot of
your
green.
Get your daily greens. Skip your salad. It's healthy.
Skip it.
All right, well, till next time.
Goodbye for real.
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.
Ta-da. Huh?
Wiley's like back in the States, seeing the 300 plus text messages.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I hope he sees the text where I was like, I feel bad for Wiley. He's gonna get bombarded. I hope his phone does that thing where it just condenses them all. Like, it's like, you have 231 new messages. Because my phone doesn't do that. Love you.
Oh, man, pee.
Same, dude.
Coffee took through me.
Yeet.
Right through you.
I'm gonna guess that one was 56.
I will go with 104.